I want to say thank you so much for all the great accolades. I just enjoy cooking, and it's an escape, and it gets me and my 92-year-old mama fed. And if you want to drop in to watch, we are happy to have you. And look, I've got my first pepper. This is some kind of new variety of pepper. I'll have to look up the name and put it in the comments. It's a jalapeno pepper, but it's not supposed to be hot with that capsaicin or whatever makes a pepper hot. It doesn't have that, but it gives you the jalapeno flavor. So this is the first one I've ever had, and I grew it on my bush that I got at the flower show, and it was a tiny plant, and now it's quite big. And when I can start going live with my camera, I'm gonna show y'all different things that I do, but we'll try this. I just was excited and trying to get the certain questions out of the way. Another one was about this trivet. Well, this trivet is, you can see it, it's a Frankoma. The people's name was Franklin, I believe, and they made these in Oklahoma up close to Tulsa. I'll have to do the research, but this is Frankoma. It's a pottery. They are numbered. I have quite a few pieces. This is just a trivet with the birds that I rest my spoon and pots on that somebody had mentioned. Also, somebody had mentioned this very, very old Wedgwood sugar and creamer. Now this is a long story behind this. It was given to me by a lady that was my friend and I worked for. She was Cora Beth on the Waltons TV series. She was a storekeeper's wife, and she bought a church in Dallas, Texas. And when I was working as a designer, I helped her to transform this church into her home. Big project. One day we'll talk more about that. But the Wedgwood is very old, and it's that dark blue, and I love it. And I loved her too. I have quite a bit of Wedgwood. But that would just happen to be here in the kitchen. My sister brought my mother some chocolate strawberries and berries and things for Mother's Day. Well, this was in the basket. And I didn't know if y'all had ever... I grew one of these. Now it's humongous. It's big. I'll try to get a picture and enclose it, certain things on these videos as I talk about them. Then when I edit, remember I'm editing, I'm going to be a movie producer before long. Yeah, right. But when I edit, I can insert pictures or videos, or I've got to that point. I kind of know how to do it, but I'm learning. And that's what I love to do in life, is learn. If I don't know something, my mother always said, if he doesn't know, he'll stop you in the middle of a sentence and ask you what a word means, and he'll never forget it. So we're going to do something here. You take this. I don't know if y'all ever used one of these pineapple core things, but you take that off. I hope it's not too ruined. No, there. Okay. Just had to cut a little deeper. And that's not really ruined. That's just got a few black, but dark spots from. But this will make a good plant. We'll plant that. Okay. darn, there's been a fly in the house. I've killed 2 or 3. It's this stormy weather that's going on around all of us in this neck of the woods. Okay, this is the pineapple core, and you just basically take the little round thing there, and you put it on the little round thing there, and you push down, and you start. Oh, I better get some. Let's see. I better get. Let me try one of. Let me do one of these paper plates. Okay, so now we just keep turning this and pushing. This seems like to me that it wastes a lot of pineapple. I've used it once before, and I used it and I hauled out about 6 of these pineapples, chopped them up with cherries and cream, whipped cream, and made a table setting and poured them in these, back into these. Okay, that's down pretty deep. See how that just pulls that pineapple out of there, and you've got you a little. But what I'll do is I'll peel this and take this pineapple off in a little while. I'm going to tell you, these fresh pineapples, they make the best pineapple upside down cake that you've ever had. See, now that just plops off of that, and you've got fresh pineapple without trying to cut your arm off. Without trying to cut your arm off, you've got your fresh pineapple. So get you one of those little pineapple cores if you don't have one. I imagine they have them at like the dollar store. Okay, if y'all hear this clicking, it's because the camera post here, I get busy wooden board, bamboo. It's bamboo. This is a bamboo chopping board. So I tried to put this there so it wouldn't slip. So if you hear that, I'm sorry. I get busy and I forget to not get so rambunctious. Okay, we'll set this aside for just a little bit. And I went ahead and bought more blackberries. We're going to have to make a blackberry cobbler soon. But I'll probably buy them at the farmer's market, or there's a place in North Texas that you can go and pick your blueberries, your peaches, all from an old vineyard. And so what I'll do is I'll put these blackberries. I'm not going to use all of them, just a few blackberries. These I buy at Walmart. They're Driscoll blackberries, and to me they seem like they don't have the real hard seeds. They've been propagated, I guess, to not have the seeds. Now we'll take, I've got a few of these blueberries, and I'll go ahead and I'll put them in there. This is just a good lunch salad. And then of course today we've got, what we can do is we'll take our, I got 2 bananas. So let's cut them. And I've always wanted to grow bananas, but I've never tried. My friend she has a couple of places in Belize. I think that her our place, farm has banana trees, avocado trees, I don't know what all. You know, that's, she's invited my mother and I both to come there to live or to stay, but you know, the country is good, I think, for young people, but elderly people or people with health issues, I don't think they have a good quality medical hospitals and things that you might need. So, you know, I bought when my sister bought a cake, I don't throw things away. That's why I'm just a pack rat, I guess. But this was in a cake from Walmart, and so when I bake like that apricot cake, if I was going to take it to a family reunion or something, I could use this, put it in it, and then if I didn't want my cake taker to get lost or something, I could just take my homemade cake, but yet it would be in a cover, and I wouldn't worry about leaving it. So if you ever get these, save them back, at least one in your pantry, and for other kind of, so you'll have them in case you ever need to transport food, then you'll have something. Or like I'm fixing to do, I would use these to store my fruit salad if I was having a family reunion, and then I just put the lid on and put it in the refrigerator and then carry it to wherever I'm going. Okay, now then, we've got our pineapple. I don't want to put this banana all in my fruit salad, or I guess I could, because it will get eaten, doesn't matter. I'll put a little of that lemon juice on it just to keep them from turning quite as brown. Well, let's do lime because we've got pineapple, so I'll just put a little lime on those. Oh, lemon would be good too for flavor. Let's just put a little lemon drops, lemon juice. Now, kind of mix that around to get those coated, and then that acid will keep them from kind of turning brown. It doesn't work all the way. And then I've got my Simple Nature unsweetened applesauce, and I take that and I put just about whatever I'd like over there. Then I will take my whipped topping. It's the Food Club. You can get it at Walmart. I don't want to open a new bowl, but this is without sugar. So I would probably use about a cup normally. But I don't have a cup unless I open a new container, because I freeze this. When they have it on sale, you can buy that. And then of course wash your bowl, and I use those for storage most of the time. So now that right there makes, just with the applesauce and the bananas and the little bit of whipped cream, that makes a good fruit salad. But okay, let me get 2 sweet and lows, because I feel like sweet and low sometimes is a little better than using my Aldi's or other sweeteners that a lot of these sweeteners say, oh, well, they're not going to be bitter. Promise you, like on Amazon, promise you they're not bitter. I love them and all this, and then I get them. There's no telling how many boxes and sacks up in that cabinet that I'm going to just throw in the trash because I read reviews. I think to myself, if you're going to leave a review, leave an honest review, because people spend money because you tell them, and if they believe that those sweeteners are sweet without a bitter flavor, then they have something medically wrong with their mouth. Could be sweet at all. They're bitter as quinine. So when I leave a review, at least I'm honest about it. I wouldn't tell it. That lemon juice it doesn't curdle the whipped cream, but nothing that's bad for you. See, mix that in there good. Now, let's get us some of this pineapple and slice it. This is the most healthiest thing that I can give Mother and myself to eat. And we have this for breakfast. We have this for really any time that I want something satisfying. I just pull out the fruit salad. I didn't know this was going to involve such a big video, or not a big video, but a whole video. But that's okay. We don't mind. We'll just visit, won't we? Now there, if you'll keep this on hand, you know me and my wiping. I cannot stand dirtiness. And it's no OCD thing, it's just that when you have restaurants, I did, when you go to clean up stuff and there's a big mess, it's just easier to do it as you go. So, now there is our banana, pineapple, blackberry, blueberry, whipped cream salad. That's your fruit salad. Now we could add cherries into that. We could continually add from mango to everything, but this is basic. You can get everything at Walmart, and it's especially good for you. Don't be eating out of cans. I feel like can eating and plastic eating. One lady wrote in about me using my plastic utensils, and I got to thinking about it. Yeah, they're on that hot pan, so I'm throwing them all away. I'm going to just use my wooden and glass and stuff, because that plastic, y'all read about that plastic in those water bottles. I do not use it anymore. I will not drink out of the water bottles every day. But here's our fruit salad, and I hope you make this, and you can, this is so much better for you than sitting around at night and eating potato chips and stuff out of cans, and it just takes a little time. I wish y'all was here to have a bowl of fruit salad with us. We'll talk to you soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.